indicates is Israel always levels up after every major world war. For example, World War I was contained within the confines of the 7-year cycle from 1911 through 1918, and in the following 7-year cycle after that, from 1918 through 1925, the Balfour Declaration was declared, and all the Jews began returning home to Israel. Then, in the confines of the 7-year Shemitah cycle running from 1939 to 1946, contained World War II. And after that was completed, in the very next Shemitah cycle that ran from 1946 to 1953 was the rebirth of Israel on May 14, 1948. You see how each level builds upon another? First, the Balfour Declaration called for all the Jews to start returning home to Israel, and by 1948 there were enough Jews in Israel to reestablish it as a nation again. And as soon as the next 7-year cycle began after that, in 1953, that was the beginning of the first full 7-year Shemitah cycle since Israel was reborn as a nation. And this 70 years of 7-year cycles ends next month on Nisan 1, 2023. And this will begin the 11th full 7-year cycle since Israel became a nation in 1948. And what do you think the chances are of World War III taking place within the confines of this 7-year cycle from 2023 to 2030? Chances are pretty good. Consider this. 70 years has gone by since World War II. 70, the number of completion, the number of finished. And after this 70-year period is complete, then they rev it back up again with World War III. And that just so happens to take place during Daniel's 70th week. There's a lot of sevens in here. God's trying to warn us. You got the 7-year tribulation, the 7 trumpets, the 7 vials of wrath, the 7 seals, all right at our doorstep. The number 7. So with all these 7s in the next 7-year cycle is the 11th cycle, then it's a high probability that this 7-year cycle will also contain the 7-year tribulation period. After all, it is the 11th cycle. Need I remind you with this chart right here, the number 11 means judgment, unrepentance, disorder, chaos, judgment for unrepentance. Read the book of Revelation. You will see these terms all over the place. These terms are the calling cards for Daniel's 70th week, the 7-year tribulation. This would mean the second